Hills for turning the mic on. Good morning, everybody. How are we? 3 seconds ago, I have broken my desk chair. So, great start to the stream. The desk chair is broken. So, I always like to lean on there, but I can't anymore. How's the audio today, guys? Please let me know. I've been tampering about with a few things, so maybe a bit temperamental. Let's see who we've got in so far. So, we have Matt. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Who are you playing this weekend? Root is here as well. You're lurking. No problem at all. Fine, sir. And yes, I did. I meant to reply to you last night, but I completely forgot. I will get that ordered for you today at some point. Just let me know if you want a name or number on the back as well. Adam is lurking. I do know that. You have already preempted me that you were lurking today. Just let me double check a few things and we will be all good to go. Especially because now that I've lost my arm and my chair, I'm frazzled. I'm frazzled, to say the least. How are we, everybody? Again, let me know, how is the mic volume compared to the Spotify and as well. Hopefully there's not an echo today because I did remember to mute tabs this time, which is something I don't normally do. So, perfect. Sheffield United away at 5:30. Long time to wait. Oh, that is a bit of a long one, especially after you're waiting on everybody else playing their games first. But we have Lille today, so hopefully get a decent result. We played well against Newcastle, so that's good. Audio's all good, mate. Thank you very much, Adam. Absolutely perfect. And Root, put the name on the shirt. Oh, perfect. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I will get that ordered for you today at some point. Pardon me, sorry. So yeah, we are just going to go with the usual. We are doing, sounds good if the music maybe a tad quiet, but it's fine. Cool. I will adjust it a wee bit. And hopefully it doesn't blow somebody's ears off at some point. I've put it up a wee bit. If it needs to go down again, just let me know. So, we are, obviously, at Napoli in the Glory Hunter Challenge. For those of you that weren't here, I'm trying to speedrun this to FM27. We've started phenomenally. Last time on stream, we beat Parma 3-0. Fantastic victory. We also, we beat Udinese 1-0. We smashed Roma 3-0. Goals from Højlund and Scott McTominay. Galatasaray in the Champions League, we beat them 4-3. A hat-trick again from Rasmus Højlund. And Scott McTominay scoring again. Adam, any other Man United fans in the chat, you're missing out on these boys. Come on. Fiorentina, 1-0 draw. That man again, Rasmus scoring. But I mean, Lille, we beat 3-0 away from home. Again, McTominay and Højlund. And a De Bruyne goal as well. So all you can see, actually, is it looks like it's the ex-Manchester players that are scoring. Fantastic. Venezia, again, a double from Højlund. Billy Gilmore, Di Lorenzo against Sassuolo. Champions League, we beat Liverpool. Massive victory there. Kevin De Bruyne and Rasmus Højlund with our goals. A 1-0 draw with Genoa, Scott McTominay scoring. A victory against Atalanta, a double from Scotty McT. Fantastic again. Lazio 1-0, Scotty McT again. We did lose to Bayern Munich, unfortunately. We did the wheels did come off a wee bit here in November. Bologna, 1-0 draw. Inter Milan, we beat 1-0. Atletico Madrid, 3-2 narrow loss. Bit gutting there. And then most recently, so this is the only game I've played off stream, and it was Lecce. We drew 1-0 this morning. It is what it is. Because today we have Genoa in the Coppa Italia. Good morning, Josh. How are we? We have Genoa in the Coppa Italia third round. Their first game in the Coppa Italia, which is obviously a competition we need to win to complete Italy. And if you know from the last stream, Genoa are actually pretty damn good this year. Because as we can see, they're bloody top of the table. So they're ahead of us in the table. And I'm really hoping that they don't put us out the cup, because if Genoa win the double in season 1, I will be absolutely fuming. What was also funny is, as we saw, we had the news. I'm gonna have lost it here. Yeah, I think I've lost it. So Rasmus Højlund was on absolute fire. However, I did get a news article which said he what was it? That he had. God, I can't speak here. That he had broken his goal scoring drought, which is a bit weird considering he's got 11 goals this season in 15 games. But if we actually take a look at his form, if I can remember how you find it here. Form, I cannot find. Fantastic. But yeah, so form wise, he just stopped scoring goals. Here we go. So, I mean, the only thing about this skin is this is very small down here. But we can see scoring goals, and then the most recent games, look at that, a barren run of 5 or 6 games without a goal, but he's on fire now. I'm all good, Josh. How are you? You looking forward to your Scottish Cup final later, or are you nervous? So yeah, we're taking on Genoa in the Coppa Italia. We're going with the 4-3-1 Napoli tactic that I have been rocking, and I think you'll agree it's been doing pretty well so far. We've got Meri in goal, Di Lorenzo, and Semolino is coming off for Ramani. Buongiorno is going in for Soleil. Spinazzola is going to come off for Oliveira on the left-hand side. Lobotka and Zambo Anguissa. Billy Gilmore will come in. Sancho, not a chance. McTominay. Roger Fernandez, De Bruyne and Højlund. I think that's how we're going to go. I think that'll be how we go there. More nervous about the summer. I need to actually win a knockout game in Europe. That's true. Your phone foes. Alright, that's fine. No worries. Yeah, so I'm sure you'll do absolutely fine in Europe this year. Don't worry about it at all. But yeah, we are taking on Genoa, who are the surprise package this year in Italy. And hopefully we can knock them at the cup, because I would like to get this finished. I would like to get this done as quickly as possible. They're going with a 3-3-2-2, 5-3-2, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I would like to see us get out of Italy as quickly as we can as Glory Hunter Challenge, because with Napoli it's probably one of the easier ones, but obviously it'll depend on if there's any jobs come up in the summer. Do I move, or do I, if there's no jobs available, do I need to resign myself and hope that starts a managerial merry-go-round, if I can get my words out, or am I just going to be sitting jobless for 6 months, which on stream will be pretty exciting, just me sitting twiddling my thumbs. Done as quickly as possible. Oh, of course, Josh, of course. I mean, it was 32 games you played last night, wasn't it? Pretty sure. I mean, to be fair, you could have played 32 if the chat didn't keep going as always. Kevin De Bruyne with the first goal in the cup, 4 minutes in. Not a problem. Although I thought that flashed up from VAR saying that there was no penalty. Oh well, we take what we can get. And we are 1-0 up in the cup third round. Pretty sure in the Italian Cup as well, after this game I'll be able to go and you can see from the start the entire path to the final. It's not like a cup draw every round, it's basically like at the start of the cup they draw the entire thing. So, cause I'm sure you used to get news articles that would be like, you'll play them in the third round, and then you'll get to it and it'll be like semi-final's going to be this team or this team will play this team, or this team will play this team or this team, and so on. So hopefully we can see our path to the final, and hopefully there are some early cup upsets as well. Norton Kufi on the right hand side, a player heavily linked with Everton this summer, and I mean he's playing for a tabletop in Genoa, so he might be good for Everton this year. Rasmus Højlund just chasing a needless pass, a wayward pass there. Thank you, Josh. It was a good start. Hopefully we can continue this. I keep going to... Josh, I don't know if you were here at the very start, but 3 seconds into the stream, I've broken my arm on my desk chair. So I keep going to lean down on my right-hand side, and it's just not possible because I'll fall off. Christ, I thought that was in there. I really thought that was in. Yeah, definitely. Technical difficulties, a skill issue, user error, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty much it. Lobotka picks up the ball there, back into Ramani at the back, over to Oliveira. Let's get Scott McTominay on the ball. There we go. Fantastic pass back there. Fantastic run. Can he find a man in the box? Or is he going to go himself? He's going himself. What? You don't need anybody else. See, when you've got Scott McTominay, you do not need anybody else on the pitch. He is the only player you need on that pitch. Just watch this again. Scott McTominay. Lovely turn there. Passes it back. Not a problem. Chips that ball up. Makes the run. And then he just takes his time, delays it, cuts it back. Sorry, he cuts back. And then just straight into the bottom corner. Absolutely fantastic. What a player he is. Viva, welcome in, first time chatter. How are we doing? Except the World Cup. Yeah. The less said about the Scotland at the World Cup, the better. Viva, come on, please. But welcome in. How are you this fine Saturday morning? Dave, welcome in, my man. How are we doing? We've started this very, very well. Do you know what are currently our biggest rivals this season, which is quite interesting to say. because they are still top of the league heading into December. But we're going to knock them out of the cup here. We could do with Lecce getting a result over Inter Milan here as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. That would be fantastic. As I said, I've just said fantastic twice for some reason. Ignore me, it's still early. Viva, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Hope you are well. And again, you've got a lovely image of Scott McTominay on your screen there. As you can see, I do love Scott McTominay because I also have a Scott McTominay jersey behind me as well. So this is the McSauce stream, Dave. You are right. Come on, Lecce. I'm now keeping more of an eye on the Lecce Inter Milan game than I am my own, which is, I thought maybe able to see some there, but no. What are we do? I'm happy with the first half. That's absolutely fine. Is anybody looking tired? Rasmus isn't looking great. Morning, Spyro. How are we, my man? I'm good. I'm good. We are currently playing in the first round of the first round for us of the Italian Cup, which is the third round of the Italian Cup. And we're beating Genoa 2-0, so good start to the stream. I think we've got a couple of big games after that as well, so I think we've got Milan and Inter pretty soon as well. Alexander, first time chatter, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Come on, Napoli, exactly. We're completing this Glory Hunter in record time. Mulgid, thanks, nice little 2-0 there, which is good. That's it. McTominay as well with the goals. Well, with a goal. Vitali, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Let us know if you've got an FM save on the go, and if so, who are you managing? Because we are a nosy bunch around here. As you can see, Scott McTominay has 8 goals and 2 assists already this season. Make that 9 goals. I can't even remember if I said 8 there. Did I say 8? 9 goals. You can tell it's early and I need my coffee. I've actually got a coffee, a Red Bull, a can of Pepsi Max, and a can of water. A glass of water next to me as well. I can't speak. I can't speak. That's just because I can't talk more than anything, though. Hi, Chiru, how are we? Hello, jump in and say hello fast. I'm outside with the family, 22. Nice. I need to actually get my fan on behind me. I've got a fan on behind me. If it gets too loud or if you can hear it, let me know. And I'll just turn it down a wee bit. No Buckfast. Dave, I've not drunk Buckfast in about 20 years. Like, I've not drank Buckfast in about 20 years. That or Mad Dog. I can't drink that anymore either. McTominay. Oh, nearly a curler there. Never too late to start again. You're right, you know. Never too late. I'll maybe leave it until I'm a pensioner. If you watch Still Game, I'll just be kicking about like Jack and Victor, but the difference, instead of a pint of the Klansman, I'll be going for a wee glass of Bucky. Oh, no, I didn't want that one. I hate this game sometimes. Just let me click that news article. Did I just go to a replay? No! Inter have beaten them in a thrilling encounter. Damn. I've not drank a drop. Oh, nice, Dave. To be fair, I don't drink anywhere near as much as I used to. Because I'm trying to lose weight and, you know, cutting out alcohol is a easy step to make as well. Plus as well, which is the cost, the health benefits in general. Just, yeah, it's only really drink now if I'm on holiday. Like, I don't have, like, I used to always have beer in the house and stuff. Like, I don't have anything in the house now. But, come on. We just beaten Tabletop and Genoa. We do have a game in hand on them though, so, you know, could quite easily swing our way in the next couple of games, as we have Torino away next. Doable. Doable, and potentially an easy victory as well. I was going to the pub after school, and before I was 18, lost its appeal once was legal to just walk up the bar. Yeah, it does kind of lose its appeal a bit. It just gets a bit boring, I suppose. Yeah, rest players. I will need to. I am very guilty of not doing that. Especially when I'm streaming. But it's, because I've just said that, I've just realised I didn't even make a single substitution in that game. See, when I'm too busy chatting to you, I don't make any subs. Didn't even make my religious 60th minute sub, which I always do. It's just a weird superstition I have. You know, some footballers have a, oh, I need to put my left boot on before my right. I have a, I need to sub somebody in the 60th minute, so I'm surprised I didn't lose that game, to be honest, without making that sub. I knew the landlord's daughter and they used to say, fair enough, yeah. so funny, like I turned 18 in the April, obviously not April there, April many moons ago. I turned 18 in the April, and I was the oldest of my group of friends. It was like the Thursday, so we were in school the Thursday. We went down to a bar in a town I live called Potters. It was like a pool hall, etc. Went in. I had a birthday badge on that says 18 and all that, and then the person behind the bar was like, "Say your 18th birthday," and I'm like, "Aye," and he's like, "You've been drinking in here for a couple of years," and I was like, "Aye," and then the bar manager was standing behind them, just kind of laughing, chuckling away, and he's like, "Did yous know? Did yous know? No, like they're all 17." The guy behind the bar was like shocked, and you see, looking back at pictures, I looked about 12. So come on, let's be real. Imagine she had Alexander. See if she Adams scores against me, I will cry. I will actually cry. Because it's something I really don't want to happen. It's something that can't happen. Right. I think we can comfortably beat Torino, let's be real. It's only Torino. Sorry to any Torino fans in here. Doubt there are any, but apologies nonetheless if you are a Torino fan. So you take on Napoli. Who have Genoa got? We'll find out in a second. Genoa have Cagliari, who are 12th. Not too bad. Who have the other teams around us got? I want to see the fixtures, not the results. Inter play Lazio, okay. Juve play Fiorentina. A couple of tough games for them here. Couple of tough games. Right, and then we'll hopefully get into the January transfer window today, but because it's Glory Hunter, it's a hard one, because if I'm looking like I'm going to win if it looks like I'm going to win the double, potentially this season, do I want to go out and bring in players for Napoli for 6 months, who then essentially I then cannot, or it'll be much harder for me to bring in if I move club? That's the world of Glory Hunter, I suppose. You never really know what's going to happen. Is there anybody in the transfer list though that could? Do you know what? I'll look at it a wee bit later. Juventus drew there, that's good. They have dropped points. Juventus have dropped points. Inter Milan won. Okay. Spinazzola suspended. Don't know who any of these people are. I'm saying that. I know who Lindstrom is. He just didn't want to leave, so he's just stuck on my bench. Lorenzo Luca, you're going to get a run out. You've not scored a goal yet, but you need to get you firing. We need to get you firing. Right, come on. We're favourites, so should go out and win this. Absolutely. I didn't even check if Shea Adams was starting there. It didn't look like he was up the top, but is he starting? Nope, Shea Adams has not started the game. Can we see their bench here? No. Oh no. Oh no, we can't. No. G. Lorenzo with free kick. I was going to say good afternoon, bedders. Good morning, bedders. How are we? Any plans for the weekend at all, sir? Oliveira cutting in the left-hand side. Get a ball to McTominay. I'll take a Billy Gilmore goal as well. The Scots are on fire. The Scots are flying, should I say. We are flying. So look at that. Lovely pass from McTominay into De Bruyne. Billy Gilmore curls that into the top corner. He was never saving that. And that's going to put us moving up top of the table. Get in there. Going top of the table. You know what? I'll drop into third or Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Into back post, nothing down there. Billy Gilmore picks that ball up again. Roger Fernandez just over. Doing good. Viewing houses this morning, golf this afternoon, other than that, just chilled. Oh, house viewing, nice. Think you're staying in the like the similar area to where you are just now, and that's a penalty, surely. Torino have Simeone's son on the bench. They do. Yeah, but so I'm just streaming now till about 12, half 12. Hopefully watch Josh win another Scottish Cup, fingers crossed. And then I think we're having a barbecue if it stays nice up here, but we'll see. I think that's KDB's second penalty in 2 games. Illich into Vlasic there. I really hope Shea Adams doesn't come on, because if he scores against us, I think I will genuinely cry. Vlasic into Genitis. I couldn't. What a strike that was from Zapata. I couldn't play as Torino. I can't pronounce half the players' names. Somebody should have got a foot in there, though. Come on. Somebody should have got a foot in. Love the addition of pass maps back in this. Although I don't really want to see Torino's. Come on, half an hour played. Still 2-1. Scotland have to appoint a manager in 1 month. I think they already know who it. I think they already know who it is, and I'm pretty sure I'm 99% confident it's going to be Stephen Naismith, which is ridiculous. No, it'll be Bobby. It'll be Stephen Naismith. Sadly, the SFA came out last week, I think it was, and said they've got their ideal target, and they're going to start talking to him. If it's David Moyes, I would be happy and annoyed as an Evertonian, because I would rather they did it a month ago and then we could have had a new manager by now. But I think it'll be Stephen Naismith, the continuity candidate, essentially, since he was Clark's assistant. Did I see as well? Is it Xavi's away to be the Dutch manager now? Because they were looking at Bobby Martinez, and a day later I think I saw that it was Xavi. I'd be happy with it. Yeah, but there's no real future planning with David Moyes at Everton. Like his scouting and what he has final say on all transfers at Everton, and basically the 2 Scotsmen link up, Billy G and Scotty McTee. David Moyes has final say on transfers, and it's if they've not played in the Premier League or he doesn't know who they are, he's not interested. Like, he doesn't trust his scouts really. Which is why half the links that we get for players are just so uninspiring, let's say. Like players like Alistair Johnson from Celtic. But I don't know why, if we've needed a right back for years. I don't know why they didn't just go and get Tomiyasu. They've let him go to Palace instead. This has been an action-packed game. Are we still on key highlights? Yeah, we're just on key highlights. And we've got an insane amount of... Has this just started going slower? Yeah, it's on 1.5, but it seems to be going really slow. Oh, it's because I'm on a replay. FM with John, how are we? How is the holiday? I'm all good. I'm stuck in sunny Scotland while you're off sunning yourself. Roll done well when he came in. Yeah, but he's not a right back. And I think he'll be playing right back this year. Like, I honestly think Roll will be forced to play right back, which is not ideal in the slightest. 2 seconds. Five goals in the first half of this game. Your third mojito. Christ, I wish that was me. I'm on my second pint of water. Oh, I am such a tool. I'll get the hang of multi-streaming someday. How's Dave going? Yeah, not too bad, John. We are... Looks like we're going to go top of Serie A now, above Genoa. We knocked Genoa out of the Italian Cup as well, so doing well. Doing well. Looks like we have a double. I'm at... I on a mat. Yeah, definitely. Kits, faces, logos. Kits, I'm like 50-50. I probably should get them. But for me, skin's number one. I need a skin. But yeah, so I've had my issues with multi-streaming originally. Didn't work. So I've got it set up. Put it up through OBS. It's shown me on Studio that I am live. I checked my phone to check if I could see it was live. I'm not, because you know what? I still had it listed as private. I clicked live and I just assumed it would do it for me, but maybe not. Can I win? From sort of SI, you're a good man. You are a good man. Because, for those of you that don't know, myself and Mr. A1 Ward work for Sort Out SI because we are some of the chosen few. Yeah, put it that way. McTominay, back to Billy Gilmore. McTominay, can we get another goal? A 3-3 draw is not really ideal. Oh, De Bruyne. Is a tune you are right. Alexander, are you planning to start a new save once you've got the mods in, or are you just gonna continue with a save you've got at the moment? I am, shocker, massively behind on my YouTube videos, because I'm always behind, which is a bit, that's nothing new for me. But I'm planning on getting a couple of downloads, like updated face packs, stuff like that, for a couple of videos next week. So we'll see how we do. Continuing your save, nice. Oh, Bonnie Rig, nice. How's the save going? How far into it are you, or have you not long started? Shea Adams, so you better not score with what little times of G. Di Lorenzo. Roger Fernandez, that's got to stand. That has got to stand. If that does not stand. Come on. We've won it at the death. We have clinched it. We have clinched that. A 4-3 victory after being 2-0 up and then being 3-1 up. And in the 91st minute, Roger Fernandez does the business. 4-3 victory. We will take that all day long. Third season, still in the Lone League. Ah, nice. I would say the Lone League quite hard to get out of, because obviously it's just if the database you're using is correct, it's just the top team goes in a playoff with the winner of the Highland League to get promoted. So we are top of the table. We are 1 point clear of Inter Milan, 3 ahead of Genoa, but we have a game in hand over Inter. We're still undefeated, 24 goals scored, 10 conceded. We are doing pretty well. Billy Gilmore close to triggering his contract. We'll give Brighton £1 million. That's absolutely fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. 13 unbeaten, lads. 13 unbeaten. This is a tactic I've not made a video on for YouTube, and I think I might need to because it's doing pretty damn well, I must say. Doing pretty darn well. What we got now? One of many to come. Is that tunes or mojitos, John, or something else? I've said I've lost track. We get Stuttgart in 3 days. We will rest the squad for just a day, I think, just because it looks like someone do need a rest. Nah, do you know what? You get 2 days rest. I don't think training does absolutely anything in this game. Using A1 word ball, nice. How's it going in the lower leagues of Scotland? Hearts keep on winning it. What, Hearts keep on winning the league in your save? Get Stuttgart next. Europe, something I'm not too focused on this season, just because I think we will get to bigger clubs in the future. Yokoyama, he's a brilliant player on FM. He's such a good wonder kid. Why has it done that? He develops so well. He's on leave. Fair enough. Might look to sign him at some point in the future on the save. Oh, the Hearts B team. Sorry. I thought you meant Hearts keep winning the Scottish Premiership, but no, the B team keep winning the league. But yeah, they can't get promoted though. So it'll be whoever finishes second that should go into the playoffs if the database is correct. How are Cowdenbeath doing in the Lowland League? That's the team from where I was born. Good old Cowdenbeath. The Blue Brazil, as they are affectionately known. Ngong. De Bruyne, I speak to him. I've got no interest. Unable to resolve. Perfect. You want to see me? No, you wanted to see me because you were kicking off. I need to play in the World Cup. Yeah, I tried to sell you in the summer and you refused to leave, so you're missing out on the World Cup for your own reasons. Like, you're the one that's stopping you getting to the World Cup, not me. Cagliari oh sorry, yeah, it's Genoa that we want to lose, damn. Tedesco has interest in Dovbyk. So Genoa won again, so they went back top, obviously joining points with us, but they've got a game out. Milan have lost again. Milan are not doing that great. They are already, was that 12 points off the pace, and if I win, there'll be 15 points off the pace. Oh, it's a bastard when they do this. There we are, John. Have a shout. If you're not already, please go make sure that you hit that follow button. John's a fantastic streamer. He has 2 streams on the go at the moment. Obviously, he's on holiday just now, lucky bugger. But he does normally stream himself, and as well, he does have a joint stream with the Turkish Delight or the Turkish Kebab, Doner Kebab, whatever you want to call it. John and Adam Loses It, who you will all know, stream together in a Turkish network save. It is a good watch, and hopefully we'll be back with that soon. I missed something there. I heard a noise, but it disappeared. Where are we? Rob FM, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. How are you? Let us know what team you support. Are your team playing today? And as well, do you play Football Manager? And what team are you managing? Because we are a nosy bunch around here. And again, I've just asked you about 4 or 5 questions. So, take your time and answer them if you really want. Thank you so much, Adam. Absolutely love you, my man. What did you pick up in Tesco then? Sorry, mate, I'll be in and out making breakfast. That's no worries. Donor Disaster. There's many names for that save. I am looking forward to it continuing once you're back from a well-deserved holiday. How long are you away for, John? Obviously, don't disclose your hotel and stuff unless you want me to pop over tomorrow, but bring on Man United next weekend. Is that your opening game, Man United? Couldn't even tell you, but Christ almighty, that's just life for you. Right, I'm trying to sit up in this seat, but again, for those of you that don't know, I have broken my desk chair 3 seconds into my stream, and I like to always push myself up. That's probably why the arm's broken, because it's like a folding up one, and I put too much weight on it all the time. No, great. Look at them like Jesus. Dave, I read that as that you had FM27 already. I was like, hang on. So you get your stream save idea all sorted and stuff. I do not. Adam will tell you, I've told him about 7 different saves I'm doing on stream for FM27, so we are nowhere near ready for that. Let's grab 3 points, Dave, and then you can do whatever you want for the rest of the day. 10 days streaming, yes, nice. 10 days. Oh, I'm jealous. I mean, I'm not long back from a holiday, but I always feel like when you're not long back from a holiday is when you're more adamant at getting a holiday. I know, Dave, you had me panicking there. I was going to check my emails to see if I've been selected for the playtesting already. Oh, Atter, how are we? How was the rest of your stream? Sorry, I just had to nip in and out yesterday because I was absolutely knackered, unfortunately. That's what happens when you have kids and you're up at like 5 o'clock every morning. Atlantica Caldera Palace, if you fancy it. I'll be there tomorrow. Just have a mojito waiting for me in the morning. We won't be nice. Good morning, Sparrow. Love to see it. Didn't have Tigers down for being the most friendly anyway, pal. Anson Molino, you are not registered. Christ. Rafa Marine, you can come back into the squad. Oh, you're not registered either. Christ almighty. Didn't even mean to pick him. Who else? Spinsola can go on the bench. As can Folorunsho. Nailed that pronunciation as always. Hoyland's coming back in because Luca has done absolutely nothing. I think that's how we're going to go. Great. Running empty by the end of it. Yeah, that's how I feel like every time I stream. Whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, I feel like I'm running on empty at the end. I'm good, mate. I support Liverpool. Oh, I'm an Everton fan, so nah, I've got plenty of mates that are Liverpool fans. I've also got mates that are Man City fans and claim they have been since the early 90s. We grew up in the west coast of Scotland, so I know that's bullshit for a start. Really appreciate you stopping by and dropping the thing. No worries at all, mate. Very worthwhile cause, so when I can, I will drop some when I can. Although I may need a refund because I don't know if you saw, but I broke my desk chair like 5 seconds into the start of the stream, so I may need to take that money back. But nah. To be fair, I got this chair for free, so you know, no massive loss. Right. I don't overly care about Europe this season because we need to focus domestically for the early seasons, I think. The problem will be if we do too well, it might be hard to win the Conference League because we're going to need to go down to a side in the Conference League, but it's not going to win the league. So I've maybe made this a bit harder. Craig, thank you so much for following. How are you, mate? I'm in Xhaka. Check him out if you need a striker. I don't know if that's a real player or if I'm just... I went to watch Paul Smith live last night. Oh, nice. Roger Fernandez. Cut that back. I actually missed who scored here. Oh, of course it's Rasmus. Of course it's Rasmus. Man United fans, you are missing out on this man. 11 goals this season. Get in. It's a real player. Okay, I'll check him out after this. Di Lorenzo, Fernandez, Lobotka. Get Scott McTominay another wee goal and we can all go home happy. block there from an Undav shot. Undav's actually a very underrated player in this game. Like, look at that. He's got good finishing, decent off the ball work, really good mental attributes all over, but he's 30 years old, which obviously puts a lot of people off, but he's a fairly decent striker in this game, man. What was his value, actually? Doesn't show me here, does it? Nah, it doesn't show me his value in game. But yeah, Dunis Undav, I think he's a bargain. I'm saying that. I'll check after the game. He'll be about 50 million. Only Liverpool fan. His first ever game I went to was Liverpool. Oh, right, nice, nice. Frenchie, how are you? Oi, oi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so winning away in Germany is always something. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I need sleep. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, overall, like, I would be happy with a European run this season, but would it be detrimental to us domestically? That's the thing. That's the thing. How are you, French enemy? Oh, Christdale Canoes. How's your morning been? We are just heading towards January and season 1 of the Glory Hunter challenge here. So I'm just trying to speedrun this essentially to FM27, because originally I had planned to do this for FM26. Then I decided, no, I've not got long enough, I'll do it for FM27. But then we did a stream as Everton and we signed OAPFC essentially. So I just decided, screw it, we'll just do the Glory Hunter now, see how far we can get. We're currently 14th in the Champions League here. Yeah, definitely are. Like, our squad depth is okay. And okay is about as good as it gets, really, because I've got Jadon Sancho, and I've said about that. I know, you'll always get good tunes in here, John. I'll literally just click a playlist and just leave it. It's not even my playlist. No plans today. Had a... Christ. Pressed a button there, didn't mean to. Doing well, no plans today. Has had a busy loft boarding and painting decorating. Oh, nice. Is that what you do as a job? Or are you just doing that for your own gaff? Oh, we are doing pretty well, I must say. Gigi Lorenzo cutting that ball back. 65th minute. Guys, see when I'm streaming, you distract me and don't make my 60th minute subs like I should be doing. You know what, we're 2-1 up. Hoyland drinking off. McTominay is bloody knackered. Oh, so another ex-Man United player's coming on. Big Jadon. Big Jadon. Who has been absolutely dog shite for us. He's got 1 assist and a 6.6 average rating. Not good enough. I think I'm paying him quite well as well. I think he might be one of our highest earners, which isn't great, but because it's Glory Hunter and I'm looking to move on, see club finances, doesn't bother me. I'll bankrupt clubs to get my hands on trophies here. No, I'm not a manual labourer, which makes it even harder for me. Ah, right, okay. No, I'm the exact same. I've got stuff like that to do around the house and I keep putting it off because I'm not a manual labourer. I don't like putting up shelves. Let's be real. That's the extent of it for me. We are ticking away and we're going to get another victory in Europe, putting us into 10th place. Ideally, I would either rather go out in Europe or get in the top 8 because I don't want to play the extra 2 games if we finish between 9th and 24th. I would rather just go out. Yeah, exactly, Spyro. And I will... Malanga. Well after injury time should have ended. I'll be getting Donald on the phone, getting that sorted out pronto. Yeah, if they give me the budget, I'll just spend it because I need instant success in these countries. Instant success. A 2-2 draw with Stuttgart, leading twice, but obviously we're just getting the 1 point from that game. But yeah, so like there's no loyalties here. No, oh, I've got this good player in my youth intake. No interested in that because at any club I could be away within a week. A week? Could be away within a season. I'm not going to leave midway through a season. But who was I going to check out? Oh, it was Undav's value, wasn't it? Let's check out Undav. Because I'm pretty sure he's relatively cheap. Okay, he's not as cheap as I thought he was. I was sure he was cheaper than that. But he is not. And in terms of... Because I will forget... I am sure... Jadon Sancho... Can I filter this by... Yeah. Yeah, Jadon Sancho's our highest earner. I think that was a mistake. He's earning... 75 grand more than Scott McTominay. No, I can't be having that. How's it going? Yeah, not too badly so far. So, we're only in season 1. The Coppa Italia, we are into the quarterfinals. We managed to beat our title rival, surprisingly so far this year, Genoa 2-0. As you can see, at the start of the season, we were absolutely fantastic, just blowing teams away. We lost to Bayern and Atletico in Champions League, but in the league, we're actually still unbeaten, I'm sure. Yeah, we're still unbeaten in the league. Joint on points with Genoa, but we have a game in hand, so it's going pretty well so far. Have a good stream, but I'm off now, mate. Catch you on the next one. No worries at all, John. Go and enjoy your holiday. Go and enjoy the sun. And many, many more mojitos, hopefully. But who have we got next? We've got Frosinone. Frosinone next. Right. And we're getting towards January, so I may look to see if there's anything in the market worth pursuing. Right, this is who's transfer listed. Well, I don't know where we need to strengthen, really. Oh, that's it. I'm in. I don't know if I'll have him loaded in this, that's the only thing. Oh no, that's him. Is this him? Yeah, he used to play for Coppa. He's on loan this season at Rosenborg. He looks not bad, actually. Thank you very much, Alexander. This is my Wonder Kid notebook for YouTube shorts that's coming out, so that's a name I'll be making a note of. Thank you very much. Coming to a YouTube short and TikTok near you. Liverpool are after Kane for 44 million. 44 million? I suppose the contract does end in 6 months. This is the thing. So if we get to the 1st of January, I could always offer him a contract and see if he's happy to come here. But then if he comes here and then I win the double, I'll be leaving. So I've just brought Harry Kane somewhere that I don't need him. That's the issue with Glory Hunter. Somebody was not happy with a loan agreement. Why? Al Ittihad has asked to hold a conversation to discuss Roger Fernandez being played outside of the agreed role during his loan spell. I hate when this happens. Like, he's getting plenty of game time. Like, what role did I agree to play him? Why isn't he playing as a winger as we agreed? He's playing as an inside winger and he's got 4 goals and 5 assists. Palace, how are we, mate? How are you getting on? Happy Saturday. And first time chatter from the Welsh Smithy gives Kane a holiday if you leave anyway. That's true. That's true. He's playing a lot. That's the main thing. Does the role really matter? He's only in your books temporarily, but you have a duty of care. Fine. I'm hopefully away in 6 months anyway, mate. I'm not bad. We are cruising this season in Glory Hunter with Napoli. Cruising. And you'll know exactly who is cruising for me. It is the man, Scott McTominay. 10 goals and 2 assists in 19 games. Come on. Oh, thank you so much, Spyro. Thank you so much. I need to get more consistent with YouTube. Like, I keep saying, oh, I'm going to do, this week I'm doing this, and then I do half of it. I had set myself an ambitious target of what type of videos I was going to bring out and how many and how often, but that's going to have to change because it was going to be far too much. Because the idea had been to do potentially like 2 rebuilds a week, but that's way too much work. Like, I know Kempe does 4 a week, and fair play to Kempe. Kempe is smashing out the content at the moment and has been for a long, long time, but I've just not got the time for that. So I need to scale back what I'm doing. Oh, he definitely is, Palace. He definitely is. And as I've said, in my mind, he scored a bicycle kick in the World Cup final. Some of you may have seen it, but that's how I remember the World Cup going. People catching up, good to see it. He's no Justin Devaney. Justin Devaney. I still don't know who this guy is. Do you know? I'm gonna look him up. Justin Devaney. Justin Devaney. Cheers. I usually see Scotsman in other chats, just awake early enough for once to see you. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, so at the moment I don't have like a set schedule for streaming just because I just stream as and when I can. So sometimes it'll be like a Saturday morning for a couple of hours, or like sometimes a Thursday mid-afternoon. Wednesday sometimes it'll be like 4 to 8. It just completely depends. There's no set, like it's always the same times. You, an interesting question for you. Which Scottish football club do you support? I have 3 answers for you. I'm a Cowdenbeath fan because I am from Cowdenbeath originally. It's where my family are from. I follow this season Montrose because my cousin's son Jake plays there. I am also following this season Hamilton because my cousin's other son has signed for Hamilton, so I keep an eye on their results. Like to see them do well, but obviously I don't support them because if they move, I'll not follow them. Cowdenbeath, you are correct, Alexander. It is Cowdenbeath. Devaney is an F grade footballer. Oh, he definitely is. He just looks absolutely dire, doesn't he? He's even registered by Palace. Like, oh, he used to play 2 minutes along the road to me and Kelly. They were bastards in the first season when you were in the depths of Scottish football, Dave. But you've massively outgrown them. It's fine. They're probably still in the Lowland League. And another team I like to keep an eye on results for Palace is Auchinleck Talbot. If Josh is in the chat, because he still can't say it. Because they play 2 minutes along the road from me. So far this season, they have won 6-0, 9-0, and a 0-0 draw. That's how their season's going so far. Still got a burning fire in my stomach. Yeah, but you've massively outgrown them. It's fine. You've massively outgrown them, mate. I don't think that will change anytime soon. Although, if anyone can remember, I don't know how many actually follow Scottish football, but when Rangers get demoted to the 3rd tier and then had to make their way back up, this season they were in the Championship, you had Rangers, Hearts, and Hibs all in the 2nd tier of Scottish football, and you also had Cowdenbeath in there, so I got to witness some fantastic results like getting battered 10-0 at home by Rangers. Right, just pop and say hi. I'll probably see you and Josh. Yeah, no worries at all, pals. Catch you in a bit. I will probably be raiding over to Josh for the Scottish Cup final, because I've got some work to do after this. Roger Fernandez, you're still playing inside forward, mate. You are not getting a change. Anson Molino can come in though, because do you know what? We'll actually rotate the squad quite a wee bit here. Soleil, you can come in as well. Lorenzo Luca, you're normally good as a target forward. Why have you not scored in 9 games? Jane Sancho, you need to justify that wage, mate. You need to pump up the numbers. KDB's coming off, Scott McTominay's going through the middle. Right, go away, follow us, you know. 2014-15 sounds about right. Queenie, first time chatter, welcome in, mate. Hope you are well. How are you getting on this fine morning? Sounds Anyone else, is this song just to always remind you of The Hangover? Watched it last night. Oh, it's a class film. Which one's your favourite? Mine's is the first one. Easily the first one. I know because of the heart save. Ah, right, yeah, fair enough. Just woke up my day for a long lie. How's your day going? Yeah, not too bad. We are But an hour into the stream, we're doing not too badly so far. We're top of the league. Well, in fact, we were top of the league. We're through to the next round of the Cup, and we are doing okay in Europe, I would say. Yeah, definitely the first one. It actually goes in order. So the first one's the best, then the second one, then the third one. I think I've only ever seen the third one once because I watched it and I was like, alright. I thought Ayr were unlucky last night. Did you see, so, like, I live 10 minutes away from Kilmarnock and about 15 minutes away from Ayr, so it's like the Ayrshire derby. The Ayr United social media teams kept putting up like an us and they, like them sort of mentality. So at the end of the game, the man of the match got his picture taken in front of the scoreboard at Kilmarnock and it said Kilmarnock 3, them 2 to get it into them. Yeah. Politano with the goal, making an appearance, a rare appearance I think this season, 7 appearances so far. Bit of a bench warmer for us. Yeah, they're all on Netflix, just start them all again. Yeah, I might actually watch the first one later tonight. In fact, no, I'm not, because I've got SmackDown to catch up on, and then I have Money Heist to finish. Again. You found a lower league Haaland. Who is it? I have a lower league bagsman that I love to sign in FM, but in the updated databases, he's just moved club, so you can't get him in the first season. We done that a couple of years ago against Celtic. They kept referring to us as the opposition. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's an easy. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Like it's an easy dig to make at a team when they do things like that. But yeah, in the chat, who are you all playing today? Either as in Football Manager, or who are your clubs playing today? We are taking on Lille in a pre-season friendly. I actually think it's our first friendly at the Hill Dickinson, because we've played away in all of our friendlies so far. Yeah, it's going to actually a small issue. Are you talking about this skin, Queenie? Because I absolutely love this skin. Lucky Luke, who actually makes the skins, helped me try and get different backgrounds. So the plan is that, see the background that you can see there of the stadium, I'm going to get it to be like the Napoli stadium, and then hopefully if I can figure out how to do it myself, when we move clubs in Glory Hunter, I'll just change the background to that stadium, so it'll have more of a immersive feeling, hopefully. Politano into the box, Scott McTominay, nothing. We've got St Mirren tomorrow, not looking forward to it. Currently doing. Oh, nice, yeah, nice. I keep wanting to do a Rangers save. What do you think of the Serbian boy? I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. The Serbian lad that you signed, because I tried to do a Partizan save, but they've lost their 2 best players, one to Rangers and one to AC Milan this summer, so it was pretty much impossible. Dragovic, is that? I thought his name was much more confusing. Yeah, Dragovic, because he was one of their best players in game, and he's away, and then their strikers away on loan to AC, is away to AC Milan reserves, so not great. Like the Partizan save's not coming. I'm not doing a video on it. It's just too hard. Right, Manny, have a good rest of the stream. I'm going to get this sort of keep it. No problem at all, Spyro. Thank you very much. And if you are streaming later on, which I know you are, so if you need something to do later tonight, Spyro should be streaming at 9 o'clock. Make sure you follow. Spyro will be on at 9. Fantastic streaming as well. Yeah, so my Discord has just been put in the chat as well. If you want to talk anything about football, I've got an FPL league. You get notifications about when I'm going live, when my YouTube videos drop, and we just have general football and Football Manager chat. Make sure you get involved in that Discord as well. Relatively new, we are trying to grow it, so anybody that wants to take part, more than welcome. Yet to see him properly in his real position. Alright, fair enough. Where's he been playing then, if he's not been playing his real position? Alexander Inverness tomorrow. Nice. Dragojevic. Same thing, Adam. Same thing. Dra something Vich. There you go. Thank you for getting that shout out sorted. Vanya Dragovic, that's him, yeah. He started 1 game at right back, then we had 2 right backs on the bench, then had a brief cameo. Oh, in fact, who was it? There was a streamer I was watching the other day, and he was commenting about that. He was saying that there's so many players have played out of position and played in random positions that it's hard to actually tell what the plan is this season so far. It looked sharp, but didn't have enough time. Yeah, fair enough. Gutted we've sold Engels. Is that official? Is he actually officially away now? I remember in FM24 in my portal rebuild, again, which is a video on my YouTube channel. If you would be so kind to go and subscribe if you aren't already, I bought Engels for Porto and he was absolutely fantastic in the Portuguese league. He was really good in Europe as well, actually. Napoli go top Serie A. Let's get that title in the bag. That's us 14 games unbeaten. So if you know, you know. This tactic's going to be 50 quid on TikTok in a couple of days, lads. God, you've sold it. Yeah, I've seen that. McKinnon's essentially throwing shit at the wall and trying to see what's. But the thing is, right, I've seen a couple of Rangers fans already want McInnes out, which is just ridiculous. But see, for me, McInnes, this has always been essentially like the dream job he's wanted. So you'd think he'd be more prepared in a way already this season. But as you say, like I've heard people say there's been wild different like formations, players in different places. Like it's just hard to know. News said he's having his medical at West Ham. Yeah, probably definitely done. See, for manager's rep has been built on having defensive sort teams. We have no. Yeah, it seems that way, unfortunately. And what do you think about him bringing Cammy Devlin to Rangers? Like Shankland, I think was one that was always going to happen, but what do you think of Cammy Devlin as well? Who do you support? Me, Frenchie, I am an Everton fan. For my sins, unfortunately. I support Everton and I obviously support the Scottish national team. Christ, I'm not exactly the most cheerful football fan around, am I? We're in a better shape on Thursday with no left back than what we did. I forgot that you'd signed McCrory again. I honestly forgot you'd signed him again. You like Everton, yeah. I mean, I think there's not much to dislike, I suppose. On the fact we're just shite, but that's not a reason to dislike us. What's this? The scorer awaiting my response. Oh, it's team leader meeting, right. I have to admit, I didn't think this would cause such an issue. I'll give Sam. Who's Sam? Can somebody tell me who Sam is? Devlin, you can't fault his work rate, but he's not the guy you want the ball. Yeah, that's fair enough. Can somebody tell me who Sam is that I'm holding this team meeting about? Because we've got our captain, our vice captain, and Laboka not happy. Who? Who is Sam? Aye. I'll give Sam some playing time. Rotate the squad, right, but who is Sam? Who is Sam? Is it him? Sam Bukema? Must be. Yeah, you can play against Milan because it's just the Super Cup, I think. Yeah, Sam Bukema. Heads about. What are you wanting? He doesn't see himself at the minute. He wants to be starting more games. You're 33 and you're no good enough. I'm sorry. Get his agent to resolve it this time. Right, I don't understand these buttons. I have never had an agent resolve it, and I've never had a player resolve it. So you end up just having to speak to them anyway. Hi, what's happening? You're raging. Play in the cups. And you take the next step. Your career's coming to an end, pal. You're a professional. Just carry on doing your job. Yeah, Alexander, so if you go on there, obviously there's a 3-minute video or something, me showing you different screens, but the link to the skin is in there as well. It's on Patreon just now, but it's like €2 or something. Yo, is Kit Soccer a legit site to order from? So, I don't know if you're asking because you've seen that I have ordered from Kitsock previously, or if you're just generally asking because I have a lot of football kits. Kitsock, I haven't actually worked with them for about 6 months, so I'm not sure. The quality was fine. They were quite quick at responding to messages and stuff, but I've not worked with them for about 6 months, so I'm not 100% sure exactly what they're like just now. I know a lot of these kit companies were really under pressure during the World Cup, so a lot of them slowed down, but I think they're starting to get a bit better again. So yes, kit socks should be alright. I do have some companies I prefer though over kit sock. Do you know what? Actually, we're just going to get the assistant manager to rotate. More rotation, and we're just going to instant result because it is the Italian Super Cup and it is not on my list. But they ship, right? Yeah, so they do ship. Depends what kind of kits are you wanting. Because there are better ones. We've lost in penalties. It's the Super Cup. I'm not that fussed. Depends what kits you're wanting as well. Because there are better websites for the type of kits you're looking for. Recommended sites. So the ones I mainly use just now are KK1, Best ZV4, and KitJJ, which the website is now brfas4.com. So they're the ones I kind of recommend at the moment. Because they're usually some of the ones that are better at getting back to you as well, and they usually have more selection. But yeah, I used to have videos for these kit sites on YouTube, but my kit YouTube channel got taken down, so I don't post them on there anymore. If you want to join the Discord, we do have. Okay, so what happened there? We do have a kit section in there, which I will be posting some links and stuff into for some of my go-to websites and stuff. I don't know if that'll actually pull through to. Yeah, in fact, it's not going to pull through into YouTube. So 2 seconds, and I'll get that to you. There you are. If you want to join that Discord, I will be updating the kits section later today, so I will let you know what kits and sites are good to use, etc. Hustle Romero to Atletico Madrid. Is he actually going? I think it was kind of about time, because I think everyone knew he was going to be leaving. Big loss though, because he is a fantastic centre back when he's not an absolute roaster. 34 million. 34 million. That's a bargain. Tinashe, hopefully I've said that correctly. Welcome in over on YouTube. Yeah, so this is the ASF Lucky Luke skin. There is on my YouTube channel, there is a video, just a 3-minute video if you want to watch it, where I go through different screens of the skin, and there's a link to the skin in there. This is the most updated version of it, and as far as I'm aware, this is only available on Patreon just now, but it is €2 or €3. There is an earlier version of the skin, which isn't as colourful, but it's kind of similar layout and stuff like that. But if you want to check out the video, you'll be able to see a bit more of the skin as well, some of the screens that I'm not going into here, so you can make your mind up before you pay for it if you are inclined to do so. Couldn't be for 6th in my save. Is that in the Lowland League? I take it still. You've not got my hopes up, and they're not in the Scottish Premiership yet, are they? Gutting. I saw it the video, brother. I got so good. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so in the video description, there's a link to the Patreon where you can download this skin. So my favourite skins this year have been this one and the Teeny skin. Teeny has an update coming out in the next day or two, I think. But again, that's the newer versions that are on Patreon only at the moment. So Genoa have fallen off a wee bit. They're 2 points behind us, but we've got 2 games in hand over them. I think we should get to the start of the January transfer window here. You're 4th, but no promotion this season. Did Hearts win the league again? Oh, Christ, right. Quick pick, and then we'll work from there. Merit, De Lorenzo, Marine, Buongiorno, no. Because Sam needs to play, he'll start crying. He's wanted by Palace. You might get sold. Gilmore, Lobotka, Politano, De Bruyne, McTominay, Hoyland. Roger Fernandez is having a fantastic season, so you can start. Yeah. That damn Hearts, eh? You can go 28. You can go number 28, pal. Dun, dun, dun. You've signed their players. May as well. May as well. Or hope that they just get called up to the Hearts first team. That's your kind of two options. Oh, pardon me. Come on. If we can tick off Italy in season number 1, that'll be absolutely fantastic. I do think it might be one of the easier ones to win. Once we get to like March, I'll probably start looking around and see what jobs look like that could come up in the summer to potentially get a move. I think winning the international trophies will probably be the hardest thing to do here. Yeah, so I started with Napoli. I just chose Napoli mainly because I wanted to manage. Mainly because I wanted to manage Scott McTominay again. And if we can tick off Italy in season number 1 and win the double, yes. If we can win the double, even better, and I'll hopefully bring Scott with me. But we'll need to see. Yeah, I always find France and Spain are the two hardest ones, because obviously France, if you don't get the PSG job, it's going to be a slog, and in Spain, if you don't get Real or Barca, it's going to be a slog as well. Whereas like the Premier League and the Bundesliga and Italy, realistically, there's more teams that can win it as well, because especially in the Premier League, there's more money in it. So after a couple of seasons, you can compete. I have a Brest save file, give PSG a good run for their money. Nice. Especially with a team called Brest, it's even better to give a team a run for their money. So yeah, my hope is that Enrique leaves at some point early on, and I can just take the PSG job, hopefully one and done France, and then we're out of there. I also think the Conference League might be a hard one to win as well, because obviously you would either want to go to like a Man United who've had a bad season, happens all the time now, let's be real, and then the Conference League, but you want to be able to compete for the Conference League and the English trophies, rather than go to like an Everton who are, they finished 7th, they've got no chance of winning the league, but they're in the Conference League. Germany can be tricky, it depends, but I had a Frankfurt save which is up on YouTube. Spoilers here, the video's been out for a while, but in 5 seasons? In 5 seasons. Oh, Adam with a sub. Absolutely love it, mate. Thank you very much. In 5 seasons at Frankfurt, I won 4 league titles. So Bayern are either phenomenal or they fall off. There's no kind of like in between. But yeah, Adam, thank you very much for that. You are too kind, my friend. If you're not following Adam, which most of you should be by now, make sure you go and give him a follow. He is a fantastic streamer. He's actually the reason I've started streaming. So he is the reason that you have my dulcet tones on a Saturday morning today. He said to me, you're too good at YouTube, and you're too good at YouTube, so why not add another feather to your bow? String to your bow? Whatever it is. I've butchered that. And start streaming as well. So here we are. So you can blame Adam. Go and give him a follow, show him some love as well. Thank you again. I'll probably voice note you later crying, mate. Don't you worry. Of happiness, obviously, of happiness. Di Lorenzo with a throw into Lobotka. Come on, this is 0-0 in the 56th minute. Just get it to Scott. Scott making that run into the box. That dart and run he's so good for. He gets it. Back to Billy G. Roger Fernandez. See if you're still going to complain at me about his playing as an inside forward instead of a winger. You can shove it, whatever your name was. The Al Ali manager. That was it, mate. Those exact words. You're too good for you. You're too good to be constrained. You need to be everywhere. I want to see you in the jungle in 3 years as an FM content creator. That was your exact words, Adam. come on. The captain scores. Di Lorenzo. Oh, Adam gifting out subs as well. I didn't even realise that. It didn't pop up on my screen, but yeah, thank you very much, mate. Gifted subs to Queenie and Alexander. Welcome to the subscribers club. Doesn't really mean much. I've not got anything special for you, but thank you very much. Remember Roger coming through my bag? I say he is such a good player, isn't he? I think he's quite underrated as well. You can always get him on loan at the start, and he, as you can see, he can play just about anywhere. Right, so the manager wants him playing as a right winger, but he's left-footed. I think I'm doing the best. I think I've got the best decision for his career here, considering that he's now in 5 goals and he's got 6 assists. So, and I'm managing in Europe, mate. You're managing in the Middle East, so I'll no take advice off of you. We are cruising now. Absolutely cruising. Just a long ball up there. Jordan Pickford would be proud of a pass like that. Hoyland headers onto absolutely nobody. Is this a... This is a very weird highlight. I don't remember half of this. This is a very long highlight. Yeah, I'm going to skip this. This is a very long highlight here. Going to bring some players off, rest the legs a bit because we've done what we need to do. Politano's going to come on. In fact, no, Jadon Sancho, you're going on because you need to start justifying that wage I've given you. I might actually look to try and bloody sell him in January. Because he is stealing a living here. Stealing an absolute living. Any results around here that are beneficial to us? Not really. Leone, is that the boy from Liverpool? I know, Jason, I know. Sven Marks fan following. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Let us know if you have an FM save on the go, because we are a nosy bunch around here, as Rasmus Højlund makes it 4. Rasmus Højlund is quickly becoming the man of this save here. Lebok out to Di Lorenzo on the right-hand side. And again, this is going to make it, I think, 15 games unbeaten, which is absolutely phenomenal. Just look at this ball in. Rasmus Højlund, easy. Easy for Rasmus. Look at that. I complained that we weren't doing anything, and then we are banging in the goals here. Is there a bin? Part of my thinking was we can sign him for free and sell him in January, which I think I am going to do because he's been utter garbage. Anyway, if he still has no club in a Man United shirt, he'd have missed the ball. Fair enough. Anytime. Currently playing Red Bull Salzburg under the... Right, okay. You're playing under the management of Chris Root. Okay. You're doing great to see you like Dave Hull and Lee 1, but my team are too young and crap. Just look at that. We've only conceded 10 goals in the 15. Any other results worth their attention here? Not really. But there we go. We aren't cruising. We're 4 points clear of Inter Milan. Still unbeaten. 15 games unbeaten in the league here. Inter have absolutely destroyed AC there in the Super Cup final. McTominay scout. You're going nowhere. What's the value? 82 million. Nah. Not worth it. Not worth it considering that you have scored 10 goals this season. Wish I had King Kenny. He was phenomenal in the lower leagues of Scotland. Absolutely phenomenal. Adam with another gifted rate. I need to see why that's not popping up on my screen. But thank you very much. What we got? Nobody mentioned ESPN, Sven. Root might want to see you, I don't know. Sorry, you were downstairs. Fair enough. Anytime, mate, have yourself an ad-free time. Oh, exactly. Do you know what? I've said it numerous times. I think we are going to win the double this season. I may have jinxed myself, but we'll see. What's our fixture list like? So we have Juventus up next. Then we've got Milan, Cagliari, Como, Roma. It's a busy January. 2, 4, 6, 8 games in January there. Who have we got in the Cup quarter-final? Roma. So this is what I was saying earlier. Like, the entire thing's been meet. So we won't meet either of the Milan sides until the final. We've got Roma, then we've got the winner of Como and Bologna. I think we're getting to the final of this. I think we're getting to the final. What made you support Everton then, being a Scot? So, when I was growing up on the west coast of Scotland, my dad is a minister, and because of his profession, he didn't want me getting involved in any Celtic or Rangers bigotry that does come along, unfortunately, with some of the fan base. So, he didn't want me supporting either Old Firm side. So, I decided to support Everton because at the time they had, Davy Weir, Walter Smith had been the manager, David Moyes was the current manager. So yeah, player-wise, Davy Weir, James McFadden, Gary Naismith, Duncan Ferguson. That's basically it. I looked at the squads and went, who's the most Scottish team in the Premier League? That's basically it. I could have supported Man United because obviously they had Sir Alex, who is the greatest manager of all time, but there's too many Man United fans in my school. The ads on Twitch have been brutal recently. Keep seeing an ad about the National Lottery. I know, I've got no time for the National Lottery. You get an email, oh, you've won. You're like, get in there. You check and you've won £2. Just don't tell me I've won. Just credit the £2 in my bank or something, because I'll not notice it anyway. We don't think here, we know you're going to win the double. You know it, mate. And that, Jose Mourinho, is another FM27 Twitch stream idea I have, because as I said earlier, I have about 10 ideas I want to try. Your dad supports Watford, alright. I would still not have ads I use. Alexander, come on, man. Taking away the revenue for me. Nah, I'm only kidding on, man. I've got an ad blocker as well most of the time. Big drunken, yeah, that's it. Drunken disorderly Duncan, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if he was somehow in the running for the Scotland job. At least in the setup somewhere. Juventus at home tomorrow. I'm now really wanting to go unbeaten as well. But I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if going unbeaten will be something that we can do. Milan have beaten Frosinone. Venezia have beaten Udinese. Some big clubs there in the bottom three. Juve are sitting fourth just now. We are 8 points clear of them, but we have a game in hand. So if we beat them, we're going to be 11 points clear. Be right back, going to make a coffee? No worries at all. If you make me one, that'd also be great, thank you, because mine's is pretty cold now. Just let me check something here. Apologies, I had to check my work emails because I'm working slightly later on for a couple hours of overtime. But all these unregistered players. I need to get rid of players in the January. But look at this, right? £165,000 a week, and he's got 1 assist. XG 2.2, XA for expected assist 2. He should have 4 goal contributions. He's got 1. Do you know what? I'm happy here. No wonder you're happy here. You're doing nothing. Really shouldn't have signed him. But as I said, I don't care about the finances of this club, because I am out of here as soon as I've won the double. But I want to see, how much money do we have to spend in January? 14 million. So, a wee bit of cash to spend in January potentially. I keep going to push down on that arm of the chair, but obviously I can't. Oh, yeah. They've got Gregorio in goals, Kalulu, Gatti, Bremer, Lloyd Kelly, Thuram, Locatelli. Juventus have fallen off so much, haven't they, in recent years? I mean, in that side, they've got a couple of good players, but nowhere near as good as you'd be like. Keenan Yildiz is fantastic. Like, there's absolutely no getting away from that one. But we're at home. Let's hope we can keep this unbeaten run going. Roger Fernandez beats his man. Then Lloyd Kelly, of all people. That was such a strange move for Juve signing Lloyd Kelly. Like, I still to this day think it's so bizarre. One of those bizarre signings I've seen. Inter Milan are losing 2-1 as well just now. Whoa. Yeah, I think the league's coming home. The league's coming back to Naples. Scott McTominay on the left-hand side. Come on. Kosensau. Oh, Lloyd Kelly. Christ. What was that? I've never seen a save like that in my puff. He saved that by letting it go through his legs and then back heeling it. Like, come on. Well won by Scott McTominay there. Honestly, this trio of De Bruyne, in fact, the quad of Roger, De Bruyne, McTominay and Højlund has been so good for us this season. McTominay, fire that back. Come on. Get in there. McTominay again. Firing the goals here, there and everywhere for us. I love this is from Kevin De Bruyne. A bit unspoken about this season, but that's him now got 4 assists to go with 7 goals. He's doing fantastic. Mixed sauce. Again, he is just, look at that. Just takes it around his man. I mean, people might think I'm ridiculous because I'm just a Scotsman and I just love Scott McTominay, but see, since he's left Man United, he's just been so good. And he scores banger after banger in real life. It was the overhead kick against Denmark to help us qualify for the World Cup, and you saw like Danish media reporters like, oh, he's never scored a goal like that again. Like, he's never scored a goal like that. You'll never do it again. Firstly, what does it matter if he'd ever scored a goal like that? It still counts. And secondly, he'd scored a goal like that for Napoli about 3 weeks earlier. And then if you saw it on Instagram this week, he scored a similar goal, not an overhead, but not a proper bicep, but again, another like flying volley in training for Napoli. He's just so good. So don't get what I told him. The thing is, though, he just wouldn't be the same player if he... Jonathan David, of all people. He wouldn't be the same player he is now if he'd stayed at Man U, but I do agree, like, when Man United sold him, I did think it was a bit of a mistake. Because he wasn't one of the problems, but he was just kind of, he was used as a scapegoat. Do you by any chance upload your tactics? So, Tanash, I do quite often upload tactics. I do have tactics that I've created on my YouTube channel. I post them on Sort of SI and I post them on FM Scout. So, on Monday, I have the De Zerbi tactic coming out, which I used in my Spurs rebuild on YouTube. If you've not watched that yet, please go check it out. The tactic I used in that Spurs rebuild will be out on the channel on Monday, and then I'll probably make a video and release this Napoli tactic at some point next week, because I think we'll all agree it's doing pretty well. So yeah, I could do. He was a scapegoat United and they forgot how many times he came off the bench. Yeah, like, he was. And then, honestly, he moved to Napoli and then, like, near enough straight away started banging goals, and he became a club hero within months. Because there's a competent scouting department who felt Ugarte wasn't good. The thing is as well, right, remember, where was it you signed Ugarte from? Did he play in Portugal? Because I'm sure the club he was at, he looked like an absolute baller. But then, it was PSG. Now that rings a bell. I thought he had played at. Do you know? I'm gonna look this up. I thought he had played in Portugal. He's only 25, though, so maybe not. Yeah, he played for Sporting. So he played for Sporting, then moved to PSG, then yeah, he moved to Man United. But I'm pretty sure at Sporting he looked like an absolute baller. But as we know, I've just missed a goal, KDB. But as we know, players from Portugal are always hit and miss. Like a player can look an absolute baller, but they're garbage. Or a player can look, oh, he looks pretty decent, then he comes to, a bigger league and he is fantastic. So Inter Milan are still losing to Lecce, or that game might have even ended. Because I'm not sure if this shows you games from earlier in the day as well, but we are putting up a gap here. Yeah, he played against us in the Europa League. Yeah, definitely. Moutinho and Veloso. Oh, what a fantastic duo they were. Honestly, players from FM08 were just a different breed. Like, some of them were just so good. Buongiorno, cut that out. Like, I do like this song, but it's a wee bit depressing, so I'm going to skip it along. If you are watching over on YouTube, welcome in. Please get involved in the chat. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I thought that popped up in the bottom there to say Roger Fernandez had a red card. I was sure it popped up there saying he had a red card. Oh well. I'll take it if he doesn't. Colomouani. Oh, what was that? Yeah, Moutinho is still. And that'll be another one of these players that you're like, how is he still alive? Like, who was it in your chat last night we were talking about? Was it Eric Dyer? And we were like, he's only 32. Like, how is Eric Dyer only 32 years old? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But you often find players like that. Like, I'll be playing Football Manager, and you'll play a player, and you're like, oh, I thought they'd be retired. You check, and they're like 33. You're like, I'm sure he must have been about 45. Braga for every one of my such a good stadium as well. I just love Braga Stadium as well. They always have really good youth players as well, like when they had the Horta brothers. I think one of them might actually still play there, if not both of them. Nangolan still plays. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel like for the last 3 Football Manager games, you can go onto the free transfer list and it's the same players that were still available like last year. Mate, I told you the other day though, Jari Litmanen has come out of retirement and he is playing in Finland at 52-year-old, I think it is. Scott McTominay. Oh, do you know what? I'm tempted to just make it Scott McTominay taking this. What's his penalty taking though? 7, maybe. Maybe not. KDB, you can just get us the win here because Arturo Vidal as well. Really? Didn't realise he was still on the go. Love that, mate. Yeah, Portuguese saves are fantastic. I'm always tempted to do a Porto save and just play them until they win the Champions League using the Jose Mourinho like 4-3-1-2 that he used when he was there. Come on, KDB. This will be 2 goals and an assist if he manages to put it in the back of the net. Is it Colo? Right. Nice. He's only 39 as well. I thought he'd have been older. 3 points from Juventus. This double's coming in. First player ever found and then seen in real life in the future who made it. Still remember. Oh, nice. Diego. Oh, I remember I had a Celtic save where I signed Kerlon. Oh, the seal dribble. He was fantastic for me. Absolutely fantastic. Went on done absolutely nothing in real life. Same with the boy that was round about at the same time. What was it? Kerrison? I think signed for Barcelona but didn't really do it. And then went to Inter Milan, I think, actually. Didn't do anything. Apparently AZ's love the job to now. It is. They've got a lot of good youth players and they also have good youth department, so it would be a good save. La Linea as well. Oh, so many. Yeah, you used to get so many like South American young ballers, and then they just went on to absolutely nothing. Like absolutely nothing, unfortunately. 5 days till Milan. And then that will also be the transfer window will be open. Ding, 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 ding. 3 days rest. Kerlon in the seal dribble. I mean, you can find videos on YouTube where he looks like an absolute baller, and you're like, he is going to be the next big thing. Take me seconds. Yeah, like he looked like he was definitely going to be the next big thing at one point. Wagner Love. I'm pretty sure he's still. I'm sure he's still around. God, it was fucking spell. Yeah. Oh, he's an assistant manager now. Oh, he's not even get the hair. Do you know what? It's offering him a job. £490 a week. You can come in, pal. Didn't even check. Well, fantastic attributes there. He is the retro assistant manager. Nice. Napoli contract set to expire. Cool. I mean, I could, in theory, fudge this a wee bit. Like, I could, if I think, do you know what, I'm leaving a club, I could not give them a new contract in the hope that when I move to a new club, I get them for free. Obviously, the downside to that is that they might end up moving for free somewhere else. I had seen people sometimes on Glory Hunter, so for example, if I was, you know, say I was like, do you know what, I'm definitely moving in the summer, I could give somebody a new contract now, but with like a £10 million release clause, go to a new club and then sign them, but obviously I'm not going to do that because it's not realistic. Oops, just missed that message for Marine there. Ustari, Sydney, Breno, Kerrison, Cardick, Vanilov. Yeah, some absolutely fantastic players there. Now, Jink Lounge will be able to sort this out? No. Never happened. He wants a new contract. Do you know what, mate? I don't care about the finances, so sure. Plus, if Jadon Sancho's on 165 grand a week, mate, I'm sure you can get an upgrade on your 37. Christ, you are underpaid, pal. Sorry about that. But I do want some manoeuvrability in the January transfer window, so we will try and bring him closer to the 50. Bonus point win the Champions League, £2 million, mate, because it's not going to happen. There you go. Not going to happen, so we'll just give you that. Don't know why that glitched back to that. Vergara, you can go because I don't think you've even played her. You played in the Super Cup, okay. Mazzocchi, sure. Hoyland's progress, 13 goals, 2 assists. He is an absolute baller. Airports and Fernandez, yep, looking good. Anselmino, we've not really played him. We just brought him in as depth for the centre-back options, but again, another good young centre-back on loan from Chelsea. De Bruyne is the player of the month. Was that the EA Super Cup? Sorry, EA Sports FC player of the month. And then this, I don't know what this is, the Miglior Calciatore Assoluto per Delaziano Italiano Calciatore. I don't know what that is. So I catched up with work, had made me miss. No worries at all, Root. Hope you're well. Scotsman best manager. Surely I've been the best manager all season long. Surely. I am unbeaten. I'm unbeaten. However, not beaten the manager of the month every single week. Wagner loves in. Let's get shooting boots on. Somebody. Right, let's get to this Milan game. Might get these 3 games played today, we'll see. Wagner loves in. Let's see, who do you recommend? Probably Bereshitsky or Akinfeev or something. Right, we're into January. Do we make signings? Chat, let me know. Do we make any signings as January, or do we just go with what we've got? We've got 14 million to spend, so not a lot. And if you think we do need to bolster up, where should it be? This is probably the usual starting 11. Is there anywhere there or anywhere off the bench where you think we could do a bit better? Jadon Sancho, you need to go. You really need to go. Will you value that 19 million? We'll take 10. We'll take 10 for you. Lorenzo Luca as well. He's not only really good for me in Football Manager, but he's only got 1 goal in 11 games. To be fair, 5 are starting. Who was everyone's first signing in the history? The first signing in history of playing a FM. I mean, my first champ man was like 0102 or something. So, couldn't I tell you? Right. Chris Palace make Wakema offer. Sam, you weren't happy. So if we can get a total of like 24 million for you, you can go. Although I need money now. Why am I doing installments? That's not going to benefit me in the slightest. I need to get my head out. I need to stop thinking about, oh, long term, this will be great installments, because I'm not going to be here hopefully much longer. Mark Kerr, of course, absolute legend. No idea, I can't remember what I did last night for the most part. You absolutely smashed Betis 6-0, mate. Robbie Yuri, double hat-trick. That's what happened. Do you know what, your Liverpool, you'll have cash. 50-ish million you can go. Oh. I think we're going to have some money to spend, lads. We're going to have some money to spend. Gonna have some good money to spend here in January. Champion I want to tell you was, yeah, Mark Kerr was an absolute beast in Football Manager. Ibrahim Said or Said was always the centre back. Taribo West, yeah, good signing. Mine was Aguero from Atletico de Udinese. And a few of the Swedish boys, yeah, Karlström was fantastic. There was also the Swedish boys. What was it like? I think there was 3 of them. There was David Elm, Rasmus Elm, and there was another one as well. There was 3 Elm brothers, and they were all really good in Football Manager. There was also I can't remember what Football Manager it was, but there was like 3 Russian players that were so good to sign, like Pavlyuchenko, Pogrebniak, and there was one other one that was really good. I mean, he's not really playing. Why is he not an important player? Sure, Chabi, that's fine. Cherno Samba, another absolute baller in Football Manager games. Tizigalco. Oh, I can't remember. That name is one I can't actually remember. Throwback name, Dave, go for it. Dagoberto as well, yep, another one. A striker used to sign, interesting fact, 1 or 2. You could sign everyone for free. Craig, you could do that on FM24 as well. You were able to like offer a deal, offer a contract, withdraw the oh, sorry, no, it wasn't free, but it was like you could offer like 1 million in installments and it would go through no matter who it was. Belarusian striker, oh nice. I don't think I remember that name. I'll have a look online later though and see if I can see anything about him. Stefan Chipsweet, okay. I'm sure there's another couple of like absolute balls. I mean, there will have been hundreds of them. UV loan offer for Vergara. You can go, pal. Right, I need to look at a centre back then. If Rafa Marine's going to go and Sammy Boy are going. So I think we're going to have roughly 50 million to spend on a centre back. Who are my scouts recommending me? Scalvini. Christ. Stop playing FM22. Do you ever think you'll get back into playing Football Manager? Like I've played it for years and years. Like some people don't really like. Oh, you got back into this FM, fair enough. Like, I enjoy FM26 for the most part. There are a few things that need to. Do we bring in Sergio? Do we bring Sergio in? Probably not. Yeah, like for the most part, I enjoy FM26, but there are there are a few. There are no real. There's no. I don't think from me. There's not been any major issues. Yeah, just a couple of stupid things. Like for me, it's sometimes, occasionally, you'll click into one of the pop ups, but then the pop up will not close unless you continue a day. Stuff like that. Stuff like that just really irritates me. But again, they're just small things that could be fixed. There's things that they've taken out that could be added back in. Like the match change doesn't reflect. Yeah, exactly, it doesn't. The reason I had enough of F22 was trying to sign someone from Brazil who's like 200k, but they won. Yeah, there's a big issue in this game that I find really annoying. I don't even, it's not even just a F26 issue, but so for example, on recent data updates before Vlahovic moved to Besiktas, I'd be managing, say, Tottenham, and I'd go to offer my contract, and he would say, "You don't have the financial muscle to meet my demands." It's always the exact same wording, and it's like, right, let me offer you a contract and see if it's not enough. Say no, but it doesn't even let you offer a contract, and then you go, right, fair enough. Then a month later, you go, oh, he signed for Barcelona, and you check, and it's like, that's 100 grand less than I was going to offer you, but it didn't even let me offer you a contract. That's one thing that really bugs me. Like, you should be allowed to offer a contract to anybody, but so like obviously if you're a lower league side and you're trying to get a player on a free, and it's just like, I'm not interested. I think it should at least let you offer a contract, and then they could just be like, nah, I'm not interested. Rather than you then see, oh right, okay, so you didn't want to come to me because you didn't think I could offer you the football you want, and I couldn't offer you the contract. But a month later, you've went to a team 2 divisions below me, earning like a third of what I could offer you, but you wouldn't even speak to me. That's something that I think they need to fix in FM. Obviously, like if you're playing like the 10th tier and you're offering like a contract to Frank Kessie because he's free, obviously then you should be able to say from the start, no. But I do think there needs to be some kind of balance between the two. As Scott McTominay just scores again, he just cannot stop scoring. Roger Fernandez, lovely ball into Kevin De Bruyne here. Kevin De Bruyne driving into that box for sticking it to the back post for an on-Russian. It's Scott McTominay who scores with his head. Fantastic. So everyone's plans for the rest of the day. I'm going to be coming off stream pretty soon. I will be raiding over to Josh though, because he does have a Scottish Cup final with Edinburgh City to contend today. So hopefully we can all go over and give him a party when he lifts that Scottish Cup for, it might be something like the 3rd year in a row. I'm not 100% sure, but again, we'll see. I need to head out soon to get a baby card, a birthday card for my old dear. Her birthday. Oh, nice, fair enough. Honestly, the three ex-Manchester boys are so good. How are we getting on, sir? Been lurking and recording? Yeah, not bad. We are still unbeaten in the league. We are through in the next round of the cup. Champions League, we're doing so. But Josh, I mentioned your name. You must have heard me and just popped in. Yeah, so I was saying, how many Scottish Cups have you won now? Queenie, what happened in the Juve game? We beat them comfortably, I think. You're fruit picking later, no worries. Sandy, thank you so much for the follow, mate. How are you getting on? Let us know what team you support, and if you play Football Manager, who are you currently managing, because we are a nosy bunch around here. But again, thank you so much for the follow. 2 before this, I said 3. 2. But again, it's more than they've got in real life, eh? Sam, the man I did not give a game to, I was forced to give a game to, and he has just scored to put us 3-0 up inside half an hour against AC Milan at the San Siro. Pulisic's driving forward here though. Oh, come on. That was far too easy. Far too easy there. Care Strength, thank you so much for the follow, mate. How are you getting on? What team do you support? And if you play Football Manager, let us know what side you are managing, because we are a nosy bunch around here. And first time chatter, thank you so much. Blair, how are you, mate? Welcome in. I've noticed recently that all of our games are very high scoring in the first half. Very high scoring. Come on, lads. No FM28's got Man United probably going to get him. Oh, nice. Oh, what a save there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to FM27. Have you signed up for the play testing? Like, have the opportunity to play test it beforehand? Come on, why is nobody picking him up? Come on, another good save there. Too many other games played before I get FM. Ah, fair enough. I've been 50-50 about applying for the play testing, because part of me was like, I don't want to play an early version of the game and it is really, really bad and it just puts me off. But then again, it'd be a great experience to be involved in, so I've just decided, you know what? I'll just apply for it and see what happens. Obviously, they've expanded how many people are going to do the play testing this year to normal, but they didn't say how many though. Obviously, that's the thing. Because obviously, it'll be like an alpha version or even a pre-alpha version. Because normally the actual alpha version, they let the likes of like Omega Luke, Tom FM, Lalu, Joe, players like that either stream it for an hour or like do one video on it. And then obviously the beta or early access, as it's now called, is what we all get. So it'll either be the alpha or the pre-alpha that you'll be playtesting. But yeah, they've opened it up to more people, which I think can only be a good thing, because it must be that they realised FM26 from launch wasn't what they had hoped or wanted, so they want as much data as they can to get as many bugs from as early as possible and get them all sorted. It's the only thing that can help them, really. Stizzy, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. How are you getting on? What team do you support? And if you play Football Manager, let us know in the comments who you are currently managing. Signed up for the testing, but would probably not be picked. I mean, they didn't really say how many people would be doing it. So, oof, what a sight. Mary or Merit, never know how you say his name, has been fantastic this game so far. Yeah, they didn't really say how many people were doing it. So they're saying, oh, it's more open than ever, but are they going to... But still, that means nothing. It could be, we normally give it to 20 people, now we're giving it to 22. Like, they've not really... But I think it is going to be... I think it will at least be 100 people that they're going to get to test it, to get as much like raw data as possible this time. In Italy, I want to do a career mode with Parma 352, but I think it'll be too difficult. It'll be an interesting save. Get Parma back to where they should rightfully be, in my opinion. Oh, that was too easy for him there. Rafael Lau bombing down. Has Liao left Milan yet in real life? Oh, he made that far too easy. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I agree, Queenie. It is a very good save to do as well. Italy's always a fun place to manage, and this was just too easy a goal. Not one to do it again. Difficulty here. 3-5-2 though, it does suit football in Italy. You will be coming up against a lot of 3-5-2s or 3-4-3s. He's still at Milan, is he? I saw he was linked with... Was it Besiktas he was linked with? Another player that's just... Looks like they could be going to Turkey though. After he kicked up a fuss thinking he was going to be going to one of the biggest clubs in Europe as well. Scott McTominay. That was a honking miss, that one. Absolutely honking miss. Right. Roger Fernandez is knackered, so Politano's coming on. McTominay's knackered, so your man Jaden's coming on. Sports Spurs got S26, still getting used to it, and the UI is so complicated in FM24. Yeah, the UI is very different, but once you do get the hang of it, it is a good game. I would say to download a skin to make it a wee bit easier. Skins are a bit more of a faff to download this year, but there are videos on my YouTube channel on the easiest way to download a skin. Sorry, no, on the Sort Out SI website that I made, that's easy to download the skin, etc. And thank you very much, Adam. I was just literally in the middle of typing it. It says the skin is in that video, so it's a 3-minute video on my YouTube channel. If you don't mind going over, checking it out, leaving a like, comment on the video, subscribing to the channel if you would be ever much. It would be ever much appreciated, and it's free to do so. So it's like a 3-minute video. I go through the skin, so you'll see more of the screens that I'm not really showing you here. And the download links in there. It is $2 or $3 to download. It's not my skin, it's Lucky Luke, the ASF skin. So, another good victory there. The predicted league table, we were predicted second. We are top by some distance here. Yeah, Alexander will be raiding over to Josh just shortly for the Scottish Cup final. So yeah, we're still unbeaten, 17 games in, nearly at the halfway mark, unbeaten. Like, you can't do any better really than being unbeaten. Could I do an Arsenal and go all the way? But look at that, most goals, least conceded. We are balling here. And in the Coppa Italia, we are into the quarterfinals, where we will be playing, I think it was Roma. We'll be playing Roma, Bologna take on Como, Inter v Milan, and then Cremonese will take on Juventus or Monza. So that could quite easily be 2 in the bag. You got any recommendations for 3-5-2? So I'm not sure if I've got any 3-5-2s that I've created on my YouTube channel, but if you want, you can join the Discord and I can put in a couple of 3-5-2s or suggestions on how to set up a 3-5-2. There's an FM section there if you want to put your squad up and we can help you tweak your tactics, stuff like that. James, how are you? Hopefully you're well. Mate, on Wednesday, unfortunately, we still had to remember that you had your 7th. Had my 7th. I'm so confused. No worries, Dizzy. I'll message you in there afterwards as well. Hey mate, on Wednesday, unfortunately, we still had to... Chat jump. Had to remember that you've had your 7th. So yeah, we're into January. We've got a busy January ahead. Very busy January. Marine commits future to Napoli. Good, good, good. And it did look like we were moving 2 players out. Where are we? Transfer activity. Marine rejected Liverpool to stay here. Did you get fired out of Everton? No, I just decided to move on from the Everton game. So we started this save on Wednesday. So we started on Wednesday with the Parma game. On Wednesday we played... Did we do that all in the one save? No, we can't have. We can't have. This must be the 3rd stream with Parma, with Napoli, I think. Because there's no way I played from Parma all the way down here, because today we started on the Genoa game. So yeah, this must be the 3rd stream with Napoli and Glory Hunter. But we're into January. We have a little bit of money to spend, not a lot, but we'll do what we can. Hopefully we can get the double and get out of Italy at the first time of asking. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to check, see... We'll go around Europe actually and see how clubs are doing. I was finding such an awkward way now of going around clubs. So, potentially, is there any clubs here that we could potentially move to in January? If in January, sorry, at the end of the season, if they're not quite doing what they are, and they sack their manager at the end of the season. Because obviously, if they sack a manager now, it's not really going to help us. Tottenham, Newcastle, Liverpool, not doing great, but again, don't know if that's too early to be considering jobs like that. La Liga, the Barcelona job may quite easily come up because they are already 12 points off second. That job could be coming up. The Bundesliga, I mean, take a guess what job could be coming up there. And then in Ligue 1, PSG are running away with it. So, but are there any managers who are looking dangerous? So the Lazio job's available, obviously no interest to us. Hull, Nice, very insecure at Espanyol. De Zerbi's already insecure. That's not great for us. We would rather he stayed in a bit longer. Schalke's insecure. Sociedad. That's about it. That's about it. So, hopefully, if we get the double this year, we can move on and hopefully move on to another club in Europe and hopefully get another couple of trophies ticked off early doors. But who knows if that'll happen or not. Was that? Oops, there was a lot of chatting between. Alright, okay. So Marines commit to his future here rather than moving to Liverpool. Great. But yeah, so that's right. What I think we're going to do is we're going to save it here for today. And then we'll go over and see who is potentially... I was going to say who's potentially available to raid. We are going to raid over to Josh, as he will be... Yeah, so here we are. We're on the main screen, the trophy screen. There we are. Would you take him? Nah, not really. I don't really want to take Jacob Murphy. I would rather somebody better if we were going to go for another winger. No offence, but what we're going to do now is we're going to go and raid over to Josh. He has the Scottish Cup final with Edinburgh City coming up. So, I'll be back on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Again, get into my Discord. There will be information there about my stream times, etc. You get notifications about when I go live. I should have a YouTube video out on Monday. I'll have a couple of shorts out on TikTok and YouTube probably tomorrow. But we are going to go over and raid to Josh in just a wee minute. But again, thank you so much for joining me this morning. And if we just take a look, we will be able to see... Again, thank you so much for the gifted subs, Adam. Gifted sub to Queenie, to Alexander, to Craig, and Craig gifting a a 1 month tier 1 sub. That's a mouthful. To Josh A1 Ward. Thank you again so much, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And also, thank you to our new followers. So, today we have had quite a few, actually. So, we've had Viva, Vitali, Rob, Craig, Sven Marks, RB fan. Love you. Sandy, Kerstrand and Stizzy, thank you so much for all the follows. Thank you so much for all the support, because I never thought I'd get into streaming. I didn't think it was for me. I thought I'd mainly be a YouTube guy, but we're doing a bit of both now. So thank you so much. We will now raid over to Josh, so make sure you join in that raid. He's going to play the Scottish Cup final. It'd mean a lot to him to have you all there. A lot of you know Josh. A lot of you will be going into that stream anyway. But if you join the raid, let's get over there and just win a Scottish Cup final for Josh. So yeah, I'm waffling on so much here. That's my key attribute. So we'll just go. We'll raid over now, and I will see you on Wednesday, guys. Bye-bye.